and Crystal,
aka
Millen Twins, and welcome to our new platform, xXposure. I know y'all like these Millen Twins. What y'all doing now?
What they got
We
going
did
on
some
now?
podcasts, some interviews, but oh my God, we can't sit down. We cannot sit down.
We're gonna keep elevating.
We're gonna keep elevating, but we have so much in store for you guys on this platform.
We have mental health with Mandy.
We have real estate rap with Dre.
And we have bankroll with Miss Tegan Rogers all the way from Texas.
But that's not it. We got a whole bunch of special guests on this show. But guess what? You have to stay tuned the entire show to find out who these special guests are.
And not only do we have some special guests, but move over, Oprah. We got some good giveaways.
We got some
that
good
we're doing,
giveaways.
okay?
Now we ain't giving away cars yet.
We
But we got some good giveaways. But you have to watch the entire show in order to know how to even get a giveaway. But you guys, make sure you stay tuned. Keep watching so you can find out who's gonna be next. Let's go.
Welcome back, viewers. Now we have a special guest in the studio. Let me tell you, now this woman is a super woman for real. She don't only do one thing. She do two things, but I'm not gonna tell you everything she does. You are welcome, Miss Michelle, in the studio on today.
How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Girl, we good. I'm trying to be like you.
So you know what? We're not gonna tell
Thanks
it
for
all.
having me on.
We're happy.
Very
We couldn't
excited.
wait for you to get here.
Same here.
So we're not gonna let the people know what you do. We want people to hear from you. We want you to tell them who you are, where you from, and what you do.
All right. Well, my life is very boring, guys.
She lying. She lying.
My name is Michelle Dunham. I live here in Chicago now, but I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I am a corporate attorney, and I also play professional football.
Now, did y'all hear that? I had to cut her
You
off
want to
right
make
there.
sure rewind.
Professional football. She said professional football player and
an attorney. Okay, continue.
Sure.
Okay, let's go back.
So I play for the WFLA, which is a new female football league that's going to start up in May of 2021. It's actually going to be the first league that actually pays women to play rather than women paying to play, which has been what it's been like in the past.
Wow.
Most of the time, you had to pay to play a sport. Now they put a spin on it, and
now you get
we're
paid.
ready to go. That's
Wow,
right.
that
Yep.
is awesome. So
Wow.
just because you said, remember we said we got a superwoman in here,
Superwoman.
an attorney and a football player. But we got to start with one first.
Okay.
Right.
Let's talk about this law. This
Okay.
law. How
The
did
boring stuff.
Oh,
Do you want to start with the
That
boring?
pays you.
No.
we were thinking about going to law. He's like, nah, we're not going to do that.
We'll talk after the show.
No, they're both great. I love both of them.
So what kind of law do you practice?
So I'm a corporate lawyer. I work for a major financial company. Of course, I can't say the name right now, but I've been practicing for almost 8 years now, and I've been with them for the past 4.5 years. Practicing law is something that I'm really passionate about as well, and it pays the bills, of course. So.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you even become interested in this type of law?
In this type of law, so I've always wanted to be a lawyer. Right, I always wanted to be a lawyer before I really knew what a lawyer does. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be a lawyer. It looks so amazing. Like it's so fun. Then you get there and it's like, oh man, this is a lot of work, and
Right.
I just want to go play football, But no, but getting there was kind of a struggle because I came through with the whole collapse of the financial market collapse and all of that. A lot of the larger firms were closing down, and so it was a challenge to get traction. But of course, I pulled through that, came out on top, of course, and I just happened to because of those events that happened. I just happened to fall into the corporate realm.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Which was a good thing because I love it much better than the stress associated with the law firm. So that was a great move. Right?
Yeah, for sure. So where did you go to law school? Was it in your hometown or was it in Chicago?
Nope. I went to law school. I went to law school in Michigan, but I enhanced my law degree with studies overseas. I went to studied at two very prestigious law firms overseas, one in England, one in Canada, and then came back. Yeah.
Wow. So what are the differences? Did you see any differences from studying out the country and studying here?
Yes, the law here is very, very, we're more, how can I put it? Strenuous, I guess, or we're what we call, it's more codified. Like your rules are now just written out, right? Okay. There's this thing called common law and then codified law. We used to, comply with or abide by common law, which means it just wasn't written. These were things that we looked at cases, and this is, how you move forward in life. But overseas, it's a lot more like that. It's a little bit more lax, They don't have the, regulations that require you turn the lights off in the park at 8. That kind of, we're very much A, B, C, D, where they're very much A. And, okay, B might happen, but it might not. And if it do, well, whatever.
Oh, wow.
So would you ever consider moving to, Canada or, somewhere out there?
I wanted to leave the United States. I went there and couldn't wait to get back.
Really?
Miss home?
There's nothing like
that's so
the
true.
U.S.
Yeah.
We take it for granted.
Yeah.
There's a reason for all of these rules and all of these regulations that we have to follow. And, and that was a while ago. So now I don't know if things have changed as far as the law, but, that helped me to see, that there are reasons why.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
They're so strict. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take a very quick break, but when we come back, we're going to find out how Michelle balances the life of an attorney and a professional football player. This episode of Exposure is brought to you in part by Presidential Black Carr. Smooth, safe, reliable.
And we are back. Now y'all know how we love. First of all, we're twins,
identical twins.
No,
let me explain, because we keep getting asked the definition of what's identical, what's fraternal. Identical means you have the exact same face. Fraternal means you look nothing alike. So you know how I always be like, we love twins, but them fraternals, y'all really siblings. But it's okay. So
that's the older twins talking.
It's okay.
Anywho, but we interviewed some beautiful babies. I'm talking about they're identical. Now they're identical, right?
Yes, we done interviewed the Wicker Twins. These babies got 1.9 followers on Instagram.
1.9 million.
Oh,
followers.
Did I forget the million?
You said 1.9.
She doing million.
She doing
because I'm still in shock. Mm-hmm. 1.9 million followers on Instagram. We still on 3,000.
You know what? Go ahead. Let's check out this interview.
Okay, so we are so excited to interview you all. We have heard so much. I'm like, who are these Wicker twins that look like us when we were younger? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago. Right. So, but before we start our little fun interview, we have to make this connection. Now, who's the youngest twin and who's the oldest twin?
Okay. I'm the oldest. I'm the youngest.
Oh, come on, oldest. Like how many minutes?
2 hours.
Wow! Girl, your mama 2 hours? Let's take a moment for your mom. Hold on. We need a moment of silence. Praise her. All right, we back. 2 hours? Jesus! Yeah. I thought you was about to be like 2 minutes. Now, we're 1 minute apart. Just 1 minute. So I popped out there, and Chris is like, here I come. And she came.
Okay.
2 hours?
I was asleep.
Girl, wait till I tell my mama this. We're going to have to send your mama a gift. Praise Jesus that you held on for 2 hours. But okay, we got our connection, girl. So youngest, Carissa's the youngest. All right. Okay, so let me get this fun question, right? So us being identical twins, right? I love fraternal twins too, but it's something about identical. We got this connection. We look, we here, right? It's just that.
Right. Yeah.
So what has been the funniest, the silliest, or the weirdest question you guys have ever been asked about being twins?
Probably if we could feel each other's. Like if she get hit, can I feel it?
Yeah.
If she gets hurt, I cannot physically feel it, but if she's feeling emotionally, if she's feeling down, I can feel that. People always ask, if she gets slapped, will you feel it? No. Also, if she gets sick, I'll eventually get sick. So, or stuff like that. When we were younger, my tooth would fall out, and then a week later, her tooth would fall out, like stuff like that.
Same for us.
Like I think I got a bruise on my knee, and she like a week later she got it in the same exact spot,
but a different way.
Right, it's crazy
all the time. And then let me tell you, okay, so bless the elderly. So we was in a grocery store. I'm gonna tell you the story for us. Of course, it's normal for people to ask, "Are you all twins?" Okay, yeah. But because he was elder, we usually tell people we're cousins. Like, no, we just cousins. We just hang around each other a lot. And we started looking alike. So because he was older, we was like, okay, yeah, we're twins. So then this man literally stared at us for like 5 minutes.
Just stared, and we were just like,
he's like, so y'all got the same birthday?
That's the look we gave. Like, well, if we're twins, we born on the same day, right?
Like, we hate that.
God bless your ministry. So we always have gotten crazy questions.
Now you get used to it, right? Y'all get used to it. You still be like,
we get used to it, but the only thing is like the same with, do y'all have the same birthday? We're twins, so of course we have the same birthday, like duh.
Exactly. So I see you all dress alike. So do you all dress alike all the time, or is it just like
no, not all the times. Mostly when we have events and performances, and maybe here and there. But since we've gotten older, we have like kind of got our own styles. But it might be the same outfit, different colors or different pieces. But yeah. Kind of.
So is one of the twins a purse twin and the other twin a shoe twin?
Yes, she's the shoe twin. I'm the purse twin.
Come on, baby. I'm the purse twin too. Come on.
See, I'm gonna buy a purse before I eat a sandwich. I'm just saying, I love purses.
Shoes. I got like 300 pair of shoes. Like, Lord Jesus,
right, that's
more
me.
room for them. Come on, we're gonna go shopping. We're gonna come visit y'all. We're gonna go shopping.
Okay, so being twins, are you guys best friends? Do you fight a lot? How are you all's relationship?
We're definitely really, really close, like extremely close. We do have our moments where we argue, and just we over little stuff, like little bitty things, but we're definitely extremely close. Yeah, extremely close.
So who's the most outspoken twin?
Me.
Okay. The oldest.
Do you get in trouble for being outspoken?
No, actually, I get in trouble for being outspoken, but she's she's the more outspoken, like in interviews and when we're out. I'm the most outspoken just in general. Like if I spill something, I'm gonna say it, and that does get me in trouble sometimes.
See,
I like to shut myself all the time.
Right. See, my sister, I learned from my sister's mistake, right? So our mom did, she taught us, you know, whatever you thinking or have a question, you ask, speak up. But Carisse, she'll speak up, but she talking back to my mom, and then she get in trouble. I moonwalk back to my room like I'm not in this.
But the thing is, I didn't speak back. She asked me a question and I'm answering. Then she look at me like,
right,
what you answer me for?
Exactly.
Ask me a question. You know, but exactly. That because my son does the same thing to me now, and I'll be like, boy, I'm about to snatch your lips off. I have to apologize to my mama every day. I'm sorry, I understand what you're talking about now.
So that happens to you too?
Yes.
It's a twin thing. It's okay.
So let's jump into this prankster. I have seen so many videos of you all pranking people, and one of our favorite ones is when you all prank your dad with the broken TV. I said, baby, I would have had a whole heart attack.
So how did you guys come up with that prank?
Well, we wanted to do it for a while, but when we wanted to do it, he had a TV, but then he had just recently got a new bigger TV. So we're like, this is perfect. Like he just had mounted it up on the wall. So we're like, this is perfect. Right. And usually when we're in the living room doing our videos and stuff, he kind of stays in his room because we be all over the place. So he doesn't want to get caught in the back of our videos. So we was just like, hey, we need to set this up. We need to do this now. He was so mad because we were kind of scared because we know how loud he can get. Like he not even on purpose, just how loud he can get. We'd be like, okay, let's see how this goes. Like, we just need to prepare ourselves. Yeah.
He was like, go to y'all room. I was like, ooh, they gonna get it. They about to get it. So even when y'all even walk back into the room, he looking at y'all like, what do y'all want? Like, what is it? So were you guys scared to like, okay, we were just playing. Were you nervous?
Right. Kind of nervous because he definitely was serious and he did not know that it was a prank. So we were kind of hesitant, but we were just like, we got to go ahead and tell him before it's too late. Like,
that was amazing though. That was so funny. So how do you all come up with the content for your videos on YouTube?
We brainstorm mainly me. Yeah. Since I do all of our editing and our putting the videos up, just coming up with different stuff that I know that our supporters would like to see since they are younger. So like our hair tutorials, because a lot of them are coming to the age where they can do their own hair. So we do our hair all the time. Why not show them how to get this style, show them how to do a slick back bun, so they have something to relate to us. So yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite topic that you like to do a video on?
It's not really a topic. It's our late night talks. We love, that's when we're just chilling. Like if we're out of town, we'll be in the hotel, just pop our camera up and just talk about different events in our life, or we ask Instagram to ask questions so that we can answer them. Just definitely our late night talk. We definitely just like to interact with our supporters. Yeah.
That's cool.
So I have a question. You guys have over 600K followers on YouTube. How did you feel when you hit like them numbers? Because when I seen that, I was like, we still got 38. Like 38 in people, not 38K. How in the world? Like, how did that make you all feel? And I'll ask that first. How did that make you all feel?
We were definitely like surprised because yes, we had the followers on Instagram, but getting those people over to a whole different platform, it was crazy. We even was shocked when our first video hit 1 million views, because it's like, yeah, we get these numbers on Instagram, but YouTube is kind of different. Like you have to look up a certain video to see it. You have to ask to be on your homepage to see it. So it was definitely an accomplishment for us.
That's amazing. So we're going to go ahead and take this quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have more with the Wicker Twins.
Right now, get into the bag right now, run up a check right now, yeah, we gon' flex right now, Shawty be mad, it's fresh, she's stressing, chasing this bag, going hard, no question, living this dream, she wanna be me, fake friends, I don't need them, y'all really be green, face dance here, she's the one to be seen, running it, doing it up, ever the chain, designer the jeans, we run the game, you out of love, yeah, we going up right now.
Exposure is sponsored in part by Blue Vodka. 100% fruit infused, 100% organic.
So more with the Wicker Twins. Y'all thought we had so much going on? These girls have a lot going on.
But up next, if you're looking for the perfect fedoras, how about fedoras in every single color? If you're looking for some jewelry, if you're looking for some t-shirts, some hoodies, you guys make sure you stay tuned so you can find out the boutique that we go to at all times when we looking for something. And immediately following, we got Real Estate Rap with Dre.
So what's up, everybody? We at our girl Kamisha boutique, Miss Personalities on social media, but the boutique is called Personality.
So you guys are wondering where we get some of our style from. Like our accessories, our fedora hats, our jewelry, our t-shirts, even some hoodies. This is the spot we get it from. Come with us.
Come on, let's check it out.
Misha! Oh my God.
Look, y'all, look.
Now, I'm not going to be able to talk because I'm ready to shop. But
distracted. We got distracted.
We distracted. But look, this is Kamisha.
This is our girl. Kamisha.
And this is the owner of Personality. So like I said, this is where we get a lot of our style from. Kamisha, when I tell you, she has everything.
to jewelry to purses
to
to bags,
jeggings, to
everything.
brooches. I know some people
Yes.
ask me like, where you get your brooches from?
Look.
Personalities.
Just look at
So
them.
how you feeling? How you
Respect.
feeling?
I'm wonderful. How about y'all?
We are
miss you.
doing
We love you.
amazing. But this is, I gotta get to this. You know, I was looking online at some of your stuff.
Look, we be fighting people. Let me tell you, we fight over everything.
Matter of fact, let me
Come up in
grab
here.
this right now
You see what I mean?
because
You know what?
I try to make sure I have two for the Millen Twins.
2 at all times. And the thing is, her customer service is so good. I'm like, we on our way 2 of everything. Because me and Chris fight. And you see,
We come
she
up in
already
here because
grabbed the
Crystal
jackets.
always come in here and go straight to the leggings. So I got in the store before her this time and got my leggings. You know,
You know
so
what? It's not about you. So
not.
I got a question for you. While we shop, you know, where did the name Personalities come from?
Good one. That's a good one. Personalities came from, believe it or not, I was probably 7 years old. My brother and I was sitting on the patio outside in front of the house. And I said, I'm going to open up a store when I get grown or what have you. And he said, okay, what you going to name it? Now, remember, I'm 7. And he said, what you going to name it? I said, I don't know, but I need some business cards and all that right now. 7. And he said, we got to get a name. And he said, what you want to sell? Purses, shoes. He said, okay, well, let's call it Personalities Boutique. And I was like, okay, that's cool. We're going to call it Personalities. Fast forward to nearly 10 years ago, which would have been about 30 years later, nearly 30 years later. My grand opening, I invited my brother to sign out front, Personalities Boutique.
Wow.
Purses. So let's spell it like purses, like a purse you carry. So that's where that comes
I
from.
love
That's
that. So she has
amazing.
always had an entrepreneur mind since you were 7
years old.
That's
You get
what
your
I'm talking
gift
about.
early. But what I like about your store, what I love about your store.
I feel like she's going to try to grab
Number
something.
thing, look,
Move over.
I will pick a purse before food, right?
She
and that's
will.
that's a great thing. Don't judge me. Don't judge my heart. I just love purses.
And I do shoes
but
the
look
same way.
look at her spot over here.
Yes.
We have.
Let's go.
Now look at this jewelry. You know, I can't even make this up. Look at this amazing jewelry. And I know that she sells a lot of different jewelry, even for proms. So tell us about that, Misha. Do a lot of people order the jewelry? How does that work with the prom?
So for prom, I call it the prom headquarters during prom time. Every year I pick a young lady. Well, minus this year due to the pandemic. I didn't get to do the usual, but I pick a young lady. I have some young ladies to write me why they deserve to receive their jewelry or accessories for prom.
I love that.
Complimentary of Personalities Boutique. I read it and I pick a young lady and she comes in and she picks all of her things for prom. And I set aside a day during that time for all of the young prom dolls to come in and shop for their prom accessories, and I like to know what schools they're going to be going to, what schools they go to, so that I won't sell the same things and all of them won't have on the same thing during prom.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I love that.
That's dope.
So I have a new favorite spot in the store.
Show me your favorite spot.
Can you tell us about this corner over here?
This little girl's
Felicia,
corner.
talk to
This
us
is
about
a
this
new
corner.
corner.
Let me tell you, I already be broke coming up in this place.
This is my brand new corner, the little girl's corner. This corner was created during the quarantine, the pandemic, because I should have had this corner the entire time that Personalities Boutique has existed, because when the moms come in and the aunties come in and the big sisters come in, sometimes they have the little girl, little sister, the daughter with them, the niece.
Girl.
They say, go have a seat while mama shop.
Right.
So I said, okay, I got to find something for the babies. I got to find something for the little girls. So that is where the little girls' corner comes from. So now when the mamas come in,
The little
they
girl.
shop on this side and the little girls shop over here. Yeah, that's good and bad for the mamas sometimes.
It is.
Wait a minute, girl, I ain't coming here for you. And they end up getting something for the baby.
To view more of our interview with Kamisha, check us out on YouTube and visit us on Instagram at _exposure with 2 X's.
What's going on? Welcome to today's episode of Real Estate Rap with Dre. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about doing your own homework. Now, there are certain things that your team can't help you with, and that's where you want to live. So I always encourage my clients to get out there and explore the neighborhoods that you could potentially see yourself living in. So that means go to the grocery stores in that neighborhood, explore the parks. You know, if you're a fitness person, go to those gyms in the neighborhood. See what makes you happy. And then once you explore those neighborhoods, then we can hone in on the different homes that you potentially qualify for. Now, when I say potentially qualify for, that goes back to your homework as well. make sure you have your pre-approval in place so we can understand how your purchase price impacts the neighborhoods that you are selecting. So again, it's on you too. You can't rely solely on your team. We're there to guide you through the process, but knowing where you want to live, the neighborhood, and your finances are on you. So that's today's episode of Real Estate Rap with Dre. So if you want any other tidbits, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Realtor007. See you next time.
If you guys are still there, make sure you comment below and let us know who you want to see on the show. And also subscribe and follow us on the links below.
So, some of you all young ladies need a little tip when it comes to the makeup. They throw that powder. Looking like a whole baked cake. But no, I'm just playing. But we got a few tips and advice from a professional MUA, Miss Kiki, up next. Stay tuned. What's up, my makeup lovers? So, have you ever had those days where you're trying to figure out how you want to do your makeup for work or, for date night? Is my husband or my boo or my side man, whoever is going to like this? Sometimes you got too much flour on your face looking like a whole cake and, having too many lashes looking like a whole bird on your face. But you know what? We got some goodies today. We're going to have a few tips and tricks on how you can, have a little light beat or, a little more up-to-date beat. What you think, Crystal?
I mean, we have our beautiful, if you look to my right, we have the beautiful Kiki in the building.
Studio.
How are you feeling today?
So well, thank you for having me.
We're excited. I'm so excited. So how have you been doing during this COVID, this pandemic? How have you been doing?
Taking it one day at a time. Yeah, but I can't complain. I've been covered. God is amazing.
Yes, he is. He is. Has it affected your business in any way?
Well, the salon industry was shut down for some time, but the rebound came hard with the hair removal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody got real hairy.
Right.
Over the.
Yeah, I'm sure, because I need to make an appointment, but we'll make the appointment after the show.
Bush.
We'll make the appointment after the show. So I have a question.
Yes.
For individuals like me,
mm-hmm.
I do not like makeup. Mm-hmm. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just me personally. I don't want to apply it. I'm just not into it.
Exactly.
Some people are into certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I can put on a good mascara, a lip, and I'm good.
Yeah.
But I also want to but I also want to kind of polish up. So when I do go on a date night or sometimes an everyday look, what advice would you give someone like me?
Well, first, you wear makeup. Mascara is makeup. And a lip is makeup. And I work with women every day. First off, can we agree that makeup is having like a real moment right now?
Yeah.
Like with the Instagram, with the YouTube. Definitely. Makeup is more popular than probably ever.
It is.
And even with that said, I work with women like you every day still who just have never tried anything at all. Mm-hmm. Not even mascara. They'll just do Carmex. Really? And then I work with women like you who just put on just a little. And it's just pretty much like you said. Hey, either you like it or you're just not into it. You know what I mean? It's not that you're opposed to it or anything and you're against it. I hate makeup. Exactly. But you just like, it's not my thing.
Right.
Right. So my whole philosophy on makeup, especially with the Instagram culture, especially with women like you who say, it's so much, the contour, this, that, I can't, what is that? Look, I'm good. I don't even want to anymore. It's too many steps, okay?
Exactly.
Less is more. That's my philosophy. Less is always more. You know what I mean? Makeup is an extension of who we are. It's like our clothes. It helps spruce us up and it brings such a confidence. You know what I mean? When you look good, you feel good. That's why I have projects that, hey, I want to help people that's in the hospital with going to fix them up because studies show that when you are feeling good on the inside, that radiates, people see that. And when you see yourself after you've been made up or you have a scar or you have something that you just don't like and you're able to camouflage that, you're able to look better, you're able to feel better, and it's just a whole thing.
Yeah. I love that. Just to give us a little background, how did your career begin in the beauty world?
As a child, that's why I'm able to say I've been in the industry over 30 years at this point.
Wow.
I was just a little girl. I started playing in makeup.
Really?
And you're not only a makeup artist, but you're an esthetician as well.
Yes.
Okay, so when it comes to makeup, of course you have a lot of tips for us. I know you do. But we're going to take this quick commercial break first, and then we're going to get a little more tips and tricks on how we can, look good for the ones who don't like makeup, like my sister and others. And then we got a little treat for you all when we come back. But make sure you all stay tuned. More with Kiki when we come back. Looking for a tax expert? Visit Nobility Team Experts to get the max on your refund. Welcome back to our makeup lovers. So I told you we had a little goodie for you all when we came back. So we got the beautiful Kiki who's going to do a demonstration for us. Hey girl!
Hey boo!
So tell us, what are you getting ready to do for us?
Well, we're going to do a quick and easy, fun and flirty 15-minute makeup routine.
That's my type of makeup. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because these 3-hour YouTube videos don't help me at all. Throwing flour. Okay, we're going to keep going. So what you going to do, girl? What are you going to do first?
Okay, well, I definitely like to start off with the brows. I'm going to keep the shape nice and neutral. We're not going to exaggerate it too much because when you start manipulating the brow shape, it can change your expression.
Okay.
Yep, you can look angry.
Right.
Or sad.
Yeah.
Or surprised.
So how do you must have to practice that, because I know a lot of people use stencil sometimes.
Yeah, actually I'm just following her natural brow shape. That's all. We're just coloring in putting a little color here to deepen it, and that's about it.
Sounds good. I like that. Natural.
Yes.
Yes.
So I have a question. Do you have to have your eyebrows arched
all the
before
time
doing that, or does it matter? What
it is important to have them shaped up, but you really don't have to. Like for me, my brows are thin anyway, so I have to add a little bit of color just to make them pop a little bit.
Right. So because my eyebrows are not done, and as you can see, they're a little bit bowed. But we're gonna turn this way so you can't see that. Okay. So what would you do next?
Okay. So next, the most important thing is just to correct the palette here.
Okay.
Okay. And if you notice, and we take just a little bit of concealer or foundation and just color correcting the face, letting it have one even tone, it really bumps up the look a whole lot.
So how would you know what color concealer to use? What would you do?
Well, you can always go into a department store, well, in the olden days, and get color matched. But now I think they do have some other different type of technology where they can do it, with a device.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I always recommend going ahead and get color matched if you don't know your color, because stuff is packaged up. Right. So don't, go to the drugstore if you don't know your color.
Yeah. So you're also an esthetician, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I know it's important to protect the skin before you put makeup on. What would you advise others to use before applying makeup?
A good soap.
Okay.
Definitely. A lot of people feel like I just wash my face with a hot towel and hot water. Well, water is not meant to dissolve dirt or remove germs. So definitely, cleanse the skin really good and give it a good cleanse. I find as an esthetician, a lot of people kind of rush through cleaning their face.
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of moisturizer would you, prefer?
Well, it depends on your skin type. If you have oily skin, it would be, an oil-free moisturizer. And if you have dry skin, of course, you would want to go with something hydrating.
And then when it comes to foundation, so we're in the winter time, basically. Winter is coming. Would you prefer a liquid or a powder, or it also depends on your skin?
It does, because foundations can be matte. They can be luminous. And it depends on how much coverage you want as well.
Okay. That sounds good.
So right now, we're just doing just a little sheer, a very nice sheer coverage, because if you notice, as soon as you correct the skin and you have that one even tone, it already just bumps your look up a notch.
Wow. So sometimes you can only just use concealer. That's what it looks like, because it seems like she doesn't really need foundation.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I like to start off with a clean palette.
Okay.
Yep, just making everything one even tone.
That's natural and beautiful. So for our people who don't wear makeup, this is some of the steps that you can take in order to do that, because a lot of people take so many thousand steps before they even get to that point. So what would you do next after the concealer?
Okay, so after the foundation, I'll add just a little bit of concealer right underneath her
Okay, yeah, after
eyes.
the foundation, I'm sorry. And then concealer, see, I'm learning too. I'm learning. That was the
And this is just to brighten,
okay.
because what the goal is in makeup is to lift and brighten, you know? So you don't ever want to apply anything in a downward motion on your face. You always want to lift everything up and go upward and brighten, because when the underneath the eye is bright, you look refreshed, you look awake, you look younger, you look well rested. So it's important to have like a bright under eye.
Yes, because I know a lot of times if I don't get enough sleep, my eyes would be black underneath, so the concealer would definitely help and cover that.
Definitely. So I'm just using my finger to blend it. Like the fingers, your hands is an amazing tool for blending, and it was free for the win.
Come on, free $99. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and take a break really quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have more finished touches with Miss Kiki. See you soon.
Exposure is sponsored in part by S2S Custom Apparel for all your graphic printing needs. Millen Wave.
I like that.
Well, your rhythm.
I need your hip. I need you to stop being
well, I can't move outside this box. This is why I get in trouble.
Yeah, just keep it holy, okay?
Oh, because your auntie's watching. We keeping it holy.
I am fully clothed.
Yeah, we fully clothed. You bought us these Matrix jackets. All right, anyway, it is time for some giveaways.
They are fabulous, though.
Yes. Okay. You can't close them, but you do what, these are dresses, but you do what you got to do when you got to do it.
Because COVID, you gained a little weight, you got to improvise. Let's use some ass jackets.
Put some leggings under and make it work. But it's time for some giveaways, guys.
Let's go.
We got the 4th generational Echo Dot. My whole house is full of these. A smart house. So what do they got to do to get it?
All you got to do is go follow our page and follow the instructions on the picture. Simple as that. And a random winner.
We'll win. Random winner.
Random winner.
She low on calories. We've been taping all day. It's okay. Go to our Instagram page and get those instructions.
Looking to purchase your dream home? Contact the Dream Team for your real estate needs. So do some of you all have piggy banks? You know, remember those little pigs that our grandparents used to have? Some of those still have them. And that's why you're in debt. But you have the perfect person that's going to give us some tips on how to roll in the money. Stay tuned for Miss Tig and Rogers with Bankroll.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Tegan Rogers, with the Bankroll segment. Super excited to be with you guys on this week for the financial advice. Listen, I have a topic on today that is really important, and it is establishing credit. Yeah, we need credit. I know we're all going to be millionaires one day, but right now we got to live on credit. You know what I'm saying? So if you have not established some credit, I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to get it started, okay? So the first tip that I have for you is the credit card, which is the most popular one. You can either do a secured credit card or an unsecured credit card. Now with the secured credit card, you have to put the money up front. And an unsecured credit card, the bank will actually give you that money. So that is one of your options. Now another option that I have is the credit builder, which is one of my favorites because it's an automatic approval, and it also gives you the opportunity to save money. So because the credit builder is a loan that the bank gives you, they deposit the funds into your account, but they freeze it, and you have to make the payments over time. And at the end of that term, they will release those funds to you, and then, you know, as you make those payments, they report it to the credit bureau, and you know how it goes. And then there are a couple more tips that I have for you. You can also have the opportunity to be an authorized signer on a credit card with one of your family members. You don't have to necessarily have the credit card, but you will receive the rewards if that person is keeping up with the credit card responsibly. And then there are also the option of, if you don't have any credit or you have bad credit, you can get you a co-signer, or you can become a co-signer on somebody that has good credit and reap the benefits from them making the payments on time and everything like that. So those are my tips that I have for you on today. I hope that you enjoyed them. I hope that you can use them. So I thank you again for tuning into Tegan Rogers Bankroll segment. And you guys have a great week, all right?
There's so much going on. I need you to be serious in this world. And mental health is one of the issues.
It is.
So we thought it was very vital to make sure that we add that component to this show. But you got to keep watching, and let's see what type of advice Miss Mandy is going to give us.
Hey, welcome to Mental Health with Mandy. So today we kind of want to talk about the stigma of mental health in the Black community. So you've all heard it, right? What goes on in this house stays in this house. Mind the business that pays you. Man up, is not that serious. So all of these things that we hear all of our lives, it kind of goes into what creates this stigma as it relates to just having a basic discussion about mental health. Talking about things that we experience that we know aren't quite normal. It contributes to us not even want to reach out for help when we know we need to reach out for help. And so I kind of want to talk about really quickly the importance of understanding what it is that you're feeling, understanding if it's not normal, and breaking that stigma, because stigma leads to two things, right? It leads to us being silent, and it leads to us suffering in silence, right? And so we have to break that. And how do we do that? I call it the 3 E's, right? Education. Any conversation about mental health is education. So education doesn't necessarily mean going to Google, researching. What we're doing right now, this is education, all right? Number 2, empathy. Just being understanding to not just yourself if you feel like you may struggle with mental illness, but others around you that you may know of that have been diagnosed with a mental illness. Just being empathetic to those individuals. And then the third thing is encouragement. Encouraging yourself or someone else to seek help. Please stop suffering alone in silence because of the stigma that surrounds mental health in the Black community. It happens. It's an illness. When you feel ill, you go to a physician, and there is no guilt about that. There's no shame about that. If you feel emotionally that you need to talk to someone, I beg of you, break the silence and break the stigma surrounding mental health in our community. Please, if you need to reach me, you can do so via email at amandamburrell@yahoo.com. I can refer you to some people. We can chat it out. Please, let's break the silence. Thank you. Until next time, be well.
Thanks so much for rocking out with the Millen Twins.
You guys, we had so much fun. We thank you guys for staying tuned the entire show. But guess what? We need you guys to follow all the pages, subscribe, so that you can know who's coming up, what's coming up. We have so much in store for you guys. We even have a special guest.
We do.
Pastor Andrew Gibson is going to be on one of these shows, but you have to keep watching so you can know what show he's gonna be on.
Come on, and fling the hair.
That's like natural hair.
That's what it do.
It took me a couple.
But thanks to our sponsors, thanks to our supporters, thanks to our producers, our whole team. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for continuing to rock with the Millen Twins. As we elevate, you will elevate.
Don't forget, your thoughts become things.
It's Texas. What's your car service?
Look no further. Welcome. Look no further.
1.9. Almost 2. You know, that scratched it real good. Itched it. Scratched it. You know, we used to have words mixed up.
Itching.
My leg is itch. My leg is.
Itch your leg. My leg is.
Shut up. Let's go.